Hello and welcome to episode 83, which is entitled Accepting Life. My name is Gary Vierheller and I'll be your host for what we call the Substance of Living podcast. Today we'll look at what we call life's lessons. And I hope this will provide you with some insight, maybe even some inspiration to life's challenges. There's a Japanese word I want to share with you. It's my favorite Japanese word. Arugamama. Let me say it again. Arugamama. Arugamama. What does that mean? It means to accept life as it is. For example, I have blue eyes. Arugamama. I'll be 73 years old. Arugamama. Nothing I can do about changing that. Arugamama. Now, this does not mean surrender. This means to accept what you have. So, there are 4 things that every person must deal with every single day. Time, nature, other people, and myself. So, what does that mean? What can we control? Can we control time? I want to be 25. No, that's not going to happen. How about nature? Sunshine. Oh, well, it's not going to work. Other people, give me your money. Well, that's not going to work either. I can only control myself. That means freedom. I have no responsibility for time. I have no responsibility over nature or control over nature or control over time. I have no control over other people. Therefore, I am not responsible for what other people think, say, and do. Now, I will be polite, I will be courteous, I will be respectful to every person. I believe that every person deserves that until they show me different. So, I accept the freedom of being in control of myself. I accept the freedom and I embrace that freedom. So that means I need to accept that. I have no control over nature, over time, or over other people. Now, for myself, there's 3 areas. There's the intellect, which is thought. There's emotional, which are feelings. And there's behavior, which are actions. What can I control? Well, can I control my thoughts? I can focus and then refocus and then refocus. And let me give you a really good example of this. Zazen is meditation, Buddhist meditation. Now, it's very similar to yoga meditation. It's all connected to breathing and just staying focused on your breath and letting your thoughts just go. It's essentially relaxing your mind. And even the monks who have practiced Zazen for years, for decades, will tell you, random thoughts will come into your mind. It's the way our brain works. Let those thoughts go out. We have no control over our thoughts. What we can do is focus and refocus. And in Zazen, they have you focus on your breathing, counting your breaths, for example, in series of 4. Inhale 1, exhale 1, and very, very, very slowly. So, accept the fact I have no control over the thoughts. What I can do is I can focus and refocus. And for those of you who are learning something new, for example, if you're studying, there has been research done at Stanford University where you can focus and really remember and apply the knowledge for 30 minutes and then take a 10-minute break. And then focus for 30 minutes, and even then, during that 30 minutes, you have to refocus and refocus and refocus, and then take a 10-minute break. That might help you. Okay, let's talk about emotional. Feelings, nothing more than... Well, where do feelings come from? And please understand, feelings are important. Feelings give us instant information. And I believe feelings come from instincts. Feelings, instincts, they helped us to survive. Way back when our species was in trees and being hunted by predators, they helped us survive. So, feelings can give us instant information. And we have no control over our feelings. Feelings come, feelings go. Every day I'll feel boredom, interest, happiness, sadness, resentfulness. I'll experience the whole range of feelings. My mentor talks about feelings like running water, and you're standing in a stream. Feelings come, feelings go. But what you do is what counts, and that brings us to action. That brings us to behavior. So time. What does that mean? It means you are free from your thoughts. Accept that. So if you're walking down the street and you see a really attractive person, you're like, whoa, yeah, baby. Well, that's okay, as long as you don't do anything about it. And if you're feeling unhappy or angry, take a step back and say, isn't that interesting? What do I need to do? Instead of letting the feeling control you, let the feeling be a trigger to the thought, wait, that's pretty powerful. What is it I want? What is it I want to do here? What do I want after this feeling goes? Or after this situation is over? Give that some thought. So, you are what you do. Embrace that. Accept that. You are what you do. Your actions are what speak for you. My mom used to say, talk is cheap. Actions speak. And my educational psych professor had a sign on his door, and it said, you are what you do. And I really believe that. So, accept life. Accept the fact that you have no control over time, over nature, over other people. And you have no major control over your thoughts. You can focus and refocus. You have no control over your emotions. They're going to come, they're going to go. It's your actions that speak for you. Arugamama. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today for the Substance of Living podcast. If you'd be kind enough to consider subscribing, you can contact us through Spotify or Apple Podcasts or connect on Twitter. Join us again next time for what I hope will help you navigate life.